Here we go. First podcast for ProCam. We put this idea together that it's time that we venture into media to help our dealer network and our customers. Mm-hmm. But when we start planning things like a podcast, we wonder, what do we need to touch on? So it gives me great pleasure to present our two directors of the company, Eugene and Tiago. I'm very honoured to be standing alongside you guys. You've taught me more about business than I don't even know what I can compare it to in the last 20 years of being in the automotive industry. However, I know a lot about the two of you. How did you two come together?
Okay, so I'd like to start by saying this is my first podcast, so I apologise if I'm a bit rough. I'm not used to being on camera and on microphone, so
no swearing.
Please bear with me. I'll start telling you the story of how it all started. I'm 40-something now.
40 what?
I don't know. I don't count my age. Back when I was 18, I was always into cars, and car audio was my passion. And back when I was 17, 18, I started modifying my own vehicle, and I thought it would be interesting to start working as an industry professional by installing car audio. I really loved it.
Did you study that at uni?
No, I'm an engineer by qualification, specialising in civil and structural, so totally different field. So by qualification I design houses, but okay. My passion was in cars always. And back then I started training professionally and working for a big chain company that taught me how to install car audio. They had multiple stores in Melbourne, and then...
So this is, hold on, going back what year approximately?
About 20, 25 years ago.
So 2003, 2?
Something like that, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And then I worked for a big chain company that have multiple stores across Melbourne, and they put me into one store, and it was like, I would describe it like a McDonald's restaurant, pumping out cheeseburgers. We were pumping out cars. The salesmen at the time were driven by quantity, and we were pumping out ourselves. So I was there at the beginning by myself, pumping out, after I got trained, 15 to 20 cars a day.
Well, installing electronics?
Installing electronics for various jobs.
So hold on, back then was like reverse sensors?
There was no dash cameras. Dash cameras were very scarce.
Yep.
There was radios. There was subwoofers, parking sensors occasionally, amplifiers, speakers. And at that chain where I worked, I don't want to mention the name, but we were forced basically to keep up with the quantity, or they would look for a replacement. They were quantity driven. And I did that for somewhere between 6 to 12 months, and then I couldn't take the pressure anymore because, you know, no normal human can pump out that many cars in a day. It was just out of control. And then after that, I decided to leave that chain because I gained the experience I thought was necessary, and I went out on my own, doing installations by myself. Then I was doing jobs. I got myself a little hatchback and filled it up with my tools, as opposed to being in a fitting bay with all the equipment. That's how it all started for me.
Yeah.
And then I started looking for work. I got work at various other chains where I had contacts at the time, and over time, slowly, I built myself up to a full day 7-day-a-week schedule, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., pumping out my own, 10 to 20 jobs a day, but it was much more interesting and rewarding because you work for yourself. And then I did that for a number of years.
Is that how PPA was created?
That's how PPA was created back then.
Yeah.
And then I got to a point where the number of jobs kept exceeding and exceeding and exceeding. We got to, 30 jobs a day or 40 jobs a day. And then at that point, I had to step back and look for technicians to help me. And at the beginning, it was very difficult for me because I'm used to doing all the work by myself, and I couldn't mentally trust anyone to do the work that I was doing. I was always having sleepless nights for, 6 to 12 months, worrying about what if the installer didn't do a proper job.
So you were OCD in your work?
Yeah, I was very OCD. Like, I had a way of doing things, and when I put staff on the books, I was very, I had sleepless nights that they would do a bad quality job, and then the customers would complain. I couldn't sleep.
Do you think that has a lot to do with the engineering background?
I don't know. The problem for me was, because in that industry I knew so much, that so when you don't know much, you can sleep calmly. You don't know anything. But when you know too much about a specific topic, everything runs through your brain. What if this is like that? What's this?
If this goes wrong?
Yeah.
So it was running through my mind for, let's say, a year, sleepless nights. And then, anyway, that has calmed down, and then I started with 1 installer, 2 installers, 3 installers at one time. I think we got up to 5 installers.
So that's when you met Tiago?
So back then, the business grew very rapidly. We had 5 installers on the books, and then some installers, we were turning installers over. It's a low turnover business in terms of staff, because I tried to keep everyone happy in terms of their work lifestyle and to make sure they don't get overworked. And I was looking for staff, and I was using various platforms, and the platform that worked for me best at the time was Gumtree.
Yeah.
Gumtree.
Gumtree was the best for me. I used a platform like Seek. There were other ones I can't remember. And I put an ad up on Gumtree. Tiago came along, 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Hold on, what did the ad say?
It was
Audio installer needed, or
something real
with experience.
Yeah.
And then my friends back in Brazil, they all had shops. I used to spend time. I had a car. We used to compete in car audio as well. So I had the experience from back home. And I was a fresh import as well. I barely spoke English when I came in. And then I messaged him. He said, come for an interview. Did a week of training.
So he messaged you, and how quickly after he messaged you did he come to the interview? Like, what was the timeline?
I can't remember now. It was 10, 20 years ago, but he came on board fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Because we needed work at the time. When Tiago came on board, we were servicing between 70 and 80 dealerships. Sorry, not dealerships, other people that will give us work.
Yeah. Other businesses?
70 or 80 other businesses.
So you were a contractor or a third-party provider?
Yes. So we were extremely busy, and then Tiago came along, and he knew what...
Was it love at first sight, boys?
Well,
Did you know? You know what they say, the business relationship, when you meet, you just know, it just works.
we worked. We got the work done.
Yeah.
No problems on the work, and that's it. That's how we moved forward.
What I do remember about Tiago, he was always hungry for work.
Yes.
For example, we would have 10 jobs on the schedule, or 5 jobs on the schedule, whatever the day was. he would do his 5 or 10 jobs, and then he'd call me, give me more work, give me more work.
Hustler.
Harassing all day. All day.
We have different staff that have worked with us over the years, and some people like to start late, finish early. This guy, he started early,
Finish late.
he would finish his jobs, and then he'd call and he'll say, give me more work. I'm like, okay, I'll try and get you more work. So that works for me. So I like that. I don't like it when staff, start late and then finish early, and then, that doesn't work.
What drove you to work?
Money and the money.
Yeah. So was family back in Brazil?
Yeah, my family is all back there.
Yeah.
But me and my wife, we moved here in 2013.
Yep.
We went first to Sydney.
Yep.
They didn't have the international course that I want to do for mechanics.
Yep.
That's the reason I moved to Melbourne, and never looked back. Yeah, did mechanics, and then after auto electrician.
Yep.
And yeah, that's how it all started.
Far out. So now we're fast forward 20. So you guys just continued to work with each other and just grow together.
Yeah, so over the last 10, 20 years, we were together, working on various projects together, not just automotive accessories, but we expanded into other fields.
Yep.
And we learned that, that why we enjoyed the car audio company, because it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
We enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed doing my task, he enjoyed doing his task, and now whatever venture that we go to work on in the future, we always have fun together. We don't take things too serious, and
I'll remind you of that.
And that's how we're able to get things done, by having a lot of fun.
So do you think that's the key to success?
For us, yeah, I would say.
When you love what you're doing and you're laughing, working, yes.
Yeah.
Has it changed a lot? Have you guys seen a dramatic change in the car audio business?
Yes, our clientele has changed.
Yeah.
Before 20 years ago, all the customers were young P-platers that would like to, deck out their
Shake things up.
deck out their cars and put speakers and subwoofers. But now our clientele is totally different. We've got older customer base that have brand new cars, and we now work on brand new cars mainly. We do the same work. We put aftermarket accessories to it, whether it's a dash camera, whether it's a set of speakers, whether it's a reversing camera, red arc brake controller. At one time we were servicing a dealership. Tiago has sleepless nights. We used to pump out 5 or 10 brake controllers a day.
Yeah, and Anderson plugs.
And Anderson plugs, which is accessories for commercial vehicles. We used to do that a lot as well.
Have you noticed the dramatic change in what accessories are being purchased because of what accessories are now standard in cars?
Well, a lot of cars now come with reversing cameras, as opposed to before, cars did not come with reversing cameras. So the reversing camera aspect has died down.
GPS.
Yeah, a lot of...
GPS.
So now everyone uses Apple CarPlay, which is standard on vehicles.
Reverse sensors.
And reverse sensors. And what I have noticed is there's a lot more crime happening and a lot more hit and run accidents that are happening.
Yeah.
So what we've noticed now, a lot of our customers are getting dash cameras. So we're doing a lot less car audio, a lot less safety equipment, but a lot more dash cameras.
And protection.
And protection.
More of the protection,
because,
security devices.
Yeah.
Because someone goes to a supermarket, there's always an accident there, or someone's stealing tools. I myself had tools in the back of my car locked. They got stolen twice. My little vacuum cleaner got stolen. I was upset.
He spoke about it.
I think he's
It's my third.
he's more upset about the vacuum cleaner than the tools.
It got stolen 3 times.
He
Oh,
loved the vacuum cleaner.
He really did get stolen 3 times.
Yes.
Once,
a vacuum cleaner.
it's a branded it's a Milwaukee M18 branded vacuum cleaner. I use it to vacuum my rental fleet.
Okay.
And once I had the vacuum cleaner locked up in the back of my ute
Yeah.
on a lock. And I came outside one morning, it was not there. So I was, had to cry for a week over the vacuum cleaner.
Well, that day he called me 3 times to complain about the vacuum cleaner.
How much is this vacuum cleaner worth?
It's not much, it's $300, but I was pissed off. And then once, the second time I got stolen was outside our office.
Yeah.
I went to talk to a customer
Yeah.
upstairs, and I left the vacuum cleaner downstairs when you walk in on the left. I came downstairs, it's only been 2 minutes. Vacuum cleaner's missing again. And then once...
Now I know what to get you for Christmas.
I've already got it.
I'll just get a supply chain for you.
And the third time I was vacuum cleaning my cars, and then I put the vacuum cleaner at the back of the ute, and I went to check the oil, as I do on every car for maintenance. And then I went to check the oil, and I see a guy running with my vacuum cleaner. That's it, I lost it.
Oh, guys. Oh, very good.